CuriosityStream is the streaming service for people who want to know more. And now check out Curiosity's new series, The Real Wild West. Rolling Stone magazine says it's the history of the West they usually don't teach you.
The mythology of the West left out a lot of the people.
People said they'd never seen a black cowboy.
This is the history book, but did you know about these other facts?
Watch The Real Wild West now on CuriosityStream. With monthly, annual, and bundled plans, find the one that works for you at CuriosityStream.com.
This is Conversate with Us with Chris Donovan and Evelyn Rivas.
Hey everyone, welcome to Conversate with Us. This is a show about eating and food and talking and food and eating.
And feelings and eating our feelings.
And eating your food and then eating your feelings and then purging them. And
no,
then eating again. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we don't purge. We purge our feelings.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
But not the food.
Yeah, right, but not the food. Welcome to the show. My name's Chris Donovan. That's my lovely wife, Evelyn and Rivas.
And we are, a couple. We're married.
A couple people sitting around talking about something.
A couple people conversating.
We're eating something. What are we eating?
So today we are eating a very glorious lunch that we picked up to go from a really cool place down the street from us called Romano's. There's actually a few locations in our area. They're dine-in, but we took it to go because we were in a hurry.
We did it old school. We didn't have anybody deliver it. We went ourselves.
Yeah, we were our own Uber Eats. We Postmates ourselves.
I am now post Chris Malone.
If we stupid. If we Postmate it, like if I wanted you to Postmates me food, but I went with you to pick it up, would we have made money?
Yeah, I have no idea.
You know what I mean?
Only if I called you as an Uber.
That's funny.
So then, like, you picked up the food on Uber Eats because I wanted to go that place.
No, wait. No. What if you were a Postmates driver?
Okay.
And I ordered through you, but it was our food, and we went and picked it up. We came back. One of us had made a commission.
Yeah, I would have had to pay you, and we would have had to pay taxes on it twice.
Wait, how would you have to pay me?
Well, if you were the Postmates driver,
yes.
Wouldn't I still
You wouldn't have to
finish
tip
the transaction?
Me. You wouldn't have to tip me.
I
No,
don't
you
tip
still get
anyway.
the food.
They didn't cook it.
Okay, let's say I Postmates some food.
Okay.
I order it on Postmates.
Okay.
You're my driver.
Okay.
You're the Postmates guy.
Correct.
Okay. I paid for it.
Correct.
Like I did already today.
Yes.
But I just went with you to go pick it up. And then we came home. Did you make some money?
I made some money, yeah, but you also lost more money because you didn't go pick it up yourself.
Oh, because the delivery fee?
Yeah.
What if I had a code? Okay, never mind.
Then I wouldn't go pick it up. I would just let you do it for free so we can get some free Romanos.
I just thought, no.
Why are we arguing about this?
My point is, could we double dip? Could you have gotten some money?
I have a better option.
Anyway.
I am the Uber driver. I pick you up here because you want to Uber from here to Romano's. But I also pick up the Uber Eats order at Romano's to bring it back to your house here. But I also pick up you as an Uber driver or rider at Romano's back to the house here. So I get you twice. That sounded a lot dirtier than I thought. And I get Uber Eats once. So that'd be like 3 for 1, but you have to pay for it. So I'd make all the money off you, but we have to pay taxes. So why do that?
Okay, of course somebody's going to have to pay. We already paid for the food.
Do you not think that the 2 or 3 cents that we pay in tax matters if you just keep doubling up on your stuff?
No, I don't. 2-3 cents here or there.
Or 75.
Whatever. Anyway,
tax.
that makes no sense anymore. We're having Romano's.
It's really good. I love their turkey bacon avocado sandwich.
There was no avocado in mine.
There was on mine.
It's turkey bacon. I didn't have avocado.
You didn't have avocado?
Look. There's
no avocado.
Look. There's no avocado in my... Did you take all my avocado?
I might have all the avocado.
I don't remember ordering anything with avocado. Did you add avocado?
Maybe it was the lunch one I was confusing it with.
You added avocado to yours.
Maybe I did.
No wonder it was more expensive.
Oh, it wasn't the 2
Now
beers.
you're going to have to pick up that Uber Eats driver job to cover all of our expenses.
You think I'm going to cheat on Postmates with Uber Eats? You are wrong.
By the way, none of those places pay for us to do anything.
Yeah, right. We just talk to myself. All right. What's next?
Are we done talking about our food?
Yeah, we can go to right now.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay, so what's going on right now with you, Chris?
Right now with me, I'm as you can see, the garage is getting more and more. What would you call it? Like paths to walk through, like walking trails.
It looks less hoarder.
Yeah, I've been cleaning it out a lot. Yesterday, I made a big jump and I cleaned off this this wire rack that's on wheels that was holding on to food from a restaurant we opened 4 years ago.
Yes. Yeah. 4 years. Wasn't it more than that? Jeez.
Oh my God.
Gosh,
2000 whatever.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Yeah. So, but a whole kernel corn. Bye-bye.
Oh my God, gross. It was still up there.
I didn't even want to open it up.
That is so nasty.
But we had that, and I've cleaned out a lot of stuff. We did a giant yard sale. We gave a bunch of stuff away. So I'm slowly getting to the point where you can actually open up your craft box.
Oh my God, I can't wait to have a craft desk again. So for the record, back in the olden days, when we first got together, it was just the three of us with Julene as our only child. I used to have a whole room that was dedicated to just my crafts and stuff.
Yep.
And I had this beautiful desk in there. And it was my favorite because I bought it for my craft desk. And it's just so gorgeous. And I spent all my money my single money on all of these wonderful things. I no longer get to use that craft desk because it turned into Chris's desk.
She uses it every day.
I do not.
She
It's
does.
yours. I never sit at your desk.
Yeah, that's yours.
I do not.
Yeah, you do.
That I'm looking at it right now and I miss it. It misses me.
Does it?
I'm gonna tell you right now, it misses me. It's got
Okay.
this beautiful glass top.
I got it. I understand.
It's I'm telling our listeners, it's got this beautiful glass top and it's got about like 3 or 4 inches below that you can like put things underneath the glass top, and then it's got these really pretty racks on the side. And it was perfect for crafting because I could fit all my nice little, toolboxes in there. And look at all of that paperwork on it now. Lame.
So what's your right now?
My right now is I am feeling very good about myself today. I have not been feeling quite myself lately.
That could be.
Yeah, I've been kind of like off and feeling a little down. So I started to think about things that I need to do to make myself feel a little bit better. And some of those things meant actually crafting again and like doing things like that. Speaking of that. And I ran into a situation the other day with Aiden.
Literally.
We could not find the size he needed for his costume.
Nope.
And so we were looking for a Jedi Knight costume. We couldn't find it anywhere. Like they were not, even Amazon only had like a small one. The version that we wanted was not the one we needed. So he's pointing out, I want it to look like this, Mom, like this one. And I'm looking at it going, I'm just going to have to make this, aren't I? And it kind of lit a little fire under me. And we went in the garage, and thank God you had cleaned it.
Yeah, exactly.
And we were able to get to some of my old fabrics that I had. And I found this really great, long, big fabric that I used to use at the end of my bed back in the old days when I was single. And
on her twin.
On my queen. And I was like, let's cut this thing up. Let's cut this bad boy up. I don't need it. I don't even use it. And I made a Jedi Knight costume.
You did.
With my own hands. And I poked my fingers a bunch of times because I sewed. And I busted out my freaking glue gun.
You did. It looks so good. I only went to 17 different Halloween stores looking for this thing. And then when we finally decided that you're going to make it, we were like, okay, let's just go buy the cape. So he has like a cape that's not so difficult.
Yeah, the robe.
You're talking about the robe. Sorry, not the cape, the robe. Jedi
Come
robe.
on. Hello. Aren't you the Star Wars guy?
I am old. Okay. It looks amazing. Even with the belt and everything.
So people saw it online last night because I had started like posting some, just in my story. I was like, look, guys, I'm starting this. I'm going to try this. And everyone was like, where did you get that material?
Right.
I was like, man, you have no idea. I just had this crap in my freaking closet and we made it work. I got like people at work were like, that looks so good.
It does. It looks so good. And I can't wait till he gets home and puts on the robe.
The robe that we got. Yes. So only thing I got to work on now is getting him his brown sweatpants to go underneath. So it kind of looks like pants of some sort, like not sweatpants, but it'll look like that.
Some sort of pants.
Yeah. And some little shoes he can put on, but it came out good.
It looks
I mean,
great.
I literally made every aspect of it. It was crazy.
I tried to make a lightsaber, but I burnt down the garage.
Okay, that's going to be another topic. Can you stop
No, it looks
burning
great.
things
I really
down?
love it.
I am proud of myself. Yesterday was a productive day in this house.
She had a fire under her bottom lit so hot that I came home after picking up Cassie at dance like 8 o'clock at night.
Yes.
To some bomb food.
I even was able to make a home-cooked meal.
And not just something reheated and put in an oven. It was full on, like, I had to mix ingredients.
I know.
It was awesome. It was really
did.
Good.
I've been on one.
So you wanted to talk about bullying.
I did. And it's because it's been on my mind a lot.
Yes.
A lot. So
Did you get bullied at work? Whose ass do I have to kick, Evelyn?
I am always bullied at work. I work with nothing but men, and they're jerks.
Was it Julene?
No,
it wasn't
I'm
at
just
work.
kidding.
It was Julene. Or was it Cassie?
Okay, my
Cassie.
girls bully
It was
me
probably
all the
Cassie.
time in
Which
this
one was
freaking
it?
household.
Ooh, I will. I will not give them mac and cheese.
You
for
will.
months.
You will. You will. You know what? You make your own food.
Yeah, no Caesar salads for Julene.
Well, this is actually
right.
serious.
Okay, go ahead.
No, it's been on my mind a lot, obviously. So this month is anti-bullying month.
Yes.
So it's been on my mind, not only for my own children's reason, but there's been a lot of stuff in the news, man. So much sadness in the news.
Yes.
Especially local to our community. For those of you who live in our community, you already know the story of the young boy, Diego, at Landmark Middle School in Moreno Valley, who... What we're finding out is he was bullied, but the only thing you saw at first was just these two kids who punched him and knocked him down, and he ended up dying from his injuries, his head injuries. It was, not only is it a tragedy to our community, it's just so heartbreaking to even think about what this family is going through, and just in general, and the fact that the family says apparently they reached out for help with the school to with the situation. So it really got me to thinking, and I know this is going to sound a little odd, but we've talked a lot about our kids and on this podcast, and talked about how we decided to pull them out of regular public school and do some homeschooling / charter schooling, which is, it's basically, we're doing a couple days a week homeschool, 3 days a week charter school. Very small sized classrooms, a lot smaller of a school, a little more hands-on because we're really overseeing them and their independent growth as a student.
And we're helping that a lot more.
Yeah, and we're really, really a lot more involved with it. And the reason we did that was for numerous reasons. Obviously, our kids are very active in activities that are not traditional to what a school is going to allow.
Yes.
Aiden working in film or television, and Cassie with her dance. But also, this Landmark Middle School situation really broke me. And all I could do was see my son. All I could do was see my son in that little boy situation.
Yeah, and Aiden's a special kid. He doesn't necessarily like the norm. So a lot of the times whenever he's playing basketball or whatever, he's like, I'm going to go over here and sit down and read.
It's not his thing.
He just does what he wants to do. He's very independent when it comes to that. He doesn't need anybody else to play with him. He can do it all himself. So,
but that ends up making him him a target.
Yeah, I know. And he has been a target in the past. We've had problems in the past. 2 years ago, some kid stole his stuff and they found it in his bag.
In the other kid's bag.
Yeah, they found it in the other kid's bag. Shitty thing is we lost another piece of his journal that was in there.
It was his favorite journal.
He used to write in it every day. He was drawing his cartoons and pictures and everything in it, and somebody took it and they just threw it away with him.
And because they were jealous. I mean, it was really this terrible situation. And again, he's been having this go on for a few years. Yeah. He's now a 6th grader who looks like a 4th grader. Yep. He's a small kid. And I could not imagine him going into 7th grade, a separate intermediate school or middle school, whatever you want to call it. At that size. Yeah. And it freaked me out. And, at this point, I was just like, you know what? No, we're not even going to go that route.
He's going to be like I was, where he's going to sprout around 7th grade-ish, and he's going to grow like a foot or 2, and he's going to be where I'm at, like at 5'11", 6 foot. So I think he's going to be around the same height.
I mean, you may think so. I don't know. Well, I just don't know, and I don't want to risk and wait and see. This mommy intuition was way too overwhelming. When we decided that we were going to pull them out of school, I felt this overwhelming sense of relief.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was literally going, okay, this is the right decision. We're going to put him in a school where we're going to be very hands-on because he's only going to be in there 3 days a week. He's going to be in a much smaller class. In fact, the class he's in is a 6th, 5th combo. Yeah. And there's only 6 or 7 6th graders in the class. I'm cool with that.
He'll get all the attention he needs.
He'll get tons of attention from the teacher. The teacher's already been in contact with us numerous times. It wasn't that I didn't like the elementary school he was at all.
No,
I thought there were great people there. And the principal, everybody was wonderful. His teachers were great.
Yeah.
I was concerned about how the kids situation is going.
And he doesn't tell us the truth all the time when stuff like this comes out.
Well, he doesn't lie to us.
He just doesn't tell us.
He just doesn't tell
Correct.
us
So
when he's getting picked on.
Like, hey, Aiden, how are you? How was your day? My day was fine. And then a couple hours later, we'll find out, no, Aiden,
He's
somebody
upset about something.
Yeah, somebody upset him about doing something or using the wrong finger or saying bad words or something similar.
Yeah, not our kid doing that. Our son
he's seeing or hearing somebody else do
hates
something.
it, and he'll say something. And that's the other thing. Our son is vocal when he doesn't like a behavior of another child,
which will get him in trouble.
Which can totally get him in trouble because he's just he's got a one-track mind. Oh, well, that's inappropriate. Why do you think that's appropriate? You shouldn't be doing that. That's breaking the rules. Our son is just that kid.
Yeah.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
And then it's only a matter of time before the other kid on the other side is like, well, make me stop doing it then.
Yeah. And I'm not going there.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I'm just not freaking going there. Anyway, and so I'm glad that we're going to not have to, I mean, of course, I can't keep away the fact that he's going to have adversity. I know we're always going to know that. Yep. I can't protect everything. We can't, as parents, protect them from everything, but we can try our best to keep his bubble as solid as possible and make him feel like a well-adjusted child through his years and keep him happy and healthy. And were you bullied as a kid at all?
A lot, yeah. I mean, I grew up in Washington State from 5th grade through high school, but I had an older sister and an older brother. We were 3 years in a row. I was the youngest. So when my brother was a senior, my sister was a junior, I was a sophomore. So that's how our whole life went. And we grew up in a small town with a population of about maybe 900 people inside the city limits.
Wow.
Graduated with 62 people. So everybody knew everybody. So when I went to basically after the first year, everybody knew who we were and everybody had kind of reputations. And my brother's wasn't the best. Picked on a lot. And that just trickled down to me and my sister, and we hated it. Like, they would call us his nickname Junior and his nickname
something mean.
Yeah, well, it wasn't something mean. It was just his nickname that he had for something that he did. Well,
it doesn't matter. It was something mean. It was not something nice about him.
So when people thought that I was like him and a pushover, I had to stand up for myself. And I did that. It took about 3 years. I mean, I want to say my junior year is probably when everybody stopped, but that's when my brother was off campus and gone to college or whatever. So everybody kind of calmed down. But my sister had to deal with it a little bit too, but girls and guys a little different. So, but yeah, I mean, I got bullied. I probably didn't do the right thing, and I punched somebody in the face one time.
So other people would say you did the right thing.
Yeah, I mean, it was 100% in stride. I was having a bad day. I was tired of hearing of it. I literally walked by him. He said the wrong thing. I punched him right in the face, and I kept walking, got in my car, and I drove away. And I was just like, the next day at school, I think that was like a Friday night. So I want to say Monday, I went back to school. Somebody was like, why'd you punch Jack in the face? I'm like, ask him. And then I never heard anything else about it.
I feel like that's a lot of people, because I've talked to a lot of parents about, well, what's the right thing to teach your kid about how to respond to a bully? And they'll say, well, yeah, if you show them that why they shouldn't mess with you again. I don't like that response. I think with your case, you were old enough. It was different.
Time and place.
You were driving already. I mean, that's different.
I was a junior in high school.
If my son, who's very tiny in stature, were to just try to punch somebody in the face who's bigger than him, he's gonna get hurt.
Yep.
And I don't think that's the right answer. Choosing your words is probably the better answer.
And you can't foresee those situations. And that's where you have to be, as a parent, hopefully you're raising the kids to make smart choices and good decisions, which is what we talk about every day with our kids. So
be good people. So I remember growing up, and there's in a lot of cases, your bullying situation can actually help you when you grow up, a little bit. I think about that kind of situation where, it's more teasing than it is bullying, because I think a lot of kids don't understand the difference between bullying and being teased.
Yeah. And
there is a fine line, and it is a gray area, because there is an area. Once you start feeling harassed, you're getting bullied.
No, there's a really simple line. Are they your friends? Then they
They're
might
probably
be
just teasing you.
Are they not your friends and just people that you know? Then they're picking on you and bullying you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
If you don't know them, they shouldn't be talking
They
to you.
shouldn't
or
be
they should
doing
be
that.
nice.
They shouldn't be
Exactly.
being mean to you. I know I got teased a lot growing up because I was very I wasn't very cute. I didn't.
I think you're adorable.
Thanks. I grew into my cuteness in high school, but I had always a very deep voice.
Yeah.
I always sounded like a man. I just always had a deep, deep voice. So people would make fun of me and it would be a thing and it would really bother me. And I remember it was my friends mostly. Occasionally it was somebody I didn't know and then it would hurt, more than it would.
Yeah.
But I remember when I would lose, because I would lose my voice very easy when I was growing up. And if I lost my voice, oh my God, and I had to come to school or present or do anything, I just was mortified because if it meant I had to talk with a raspy voice. Now it's sexy. Then
what's it called?
Oh, ASMR.
Yeah.
Now it matters because it's all about ASMR. No, then though it was I sound like a man. It wasn't ASMR.
Yeah.
It was I had a man's voice. So if I lost my voice, it was like I sounded like a dude. And oh my God, people would make so much fun of me. So I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
And to a point where it almost made me not want to talk, like not want to use my voice.
Yeah, because you get picked on so much.
I got so teased about it. But again, bullying, tease, it was probably more teasing than it was actually being bullied. But I remember my mom like pushing me saying, well, you have a unique voice and that means you should be using your voice more, And that's when I went into high school, I decided, I probably should. And I ended up being like class president and I did all of that stuff where I was always using my voice and I was always losing my voice. And then I just turned it into a joke on myself. It was like, hey guys, I sound like a guy today, so leave me alone. Don't make my inner masculinity come out. Because then I had to turn it into a joke.
Yeah, it's just the way, that's life. That's just what it is. You can't change it.
Well, and look at my career.
Yeah, 100%.
It turned into my career.
Every time we've gone to radio stations or markets outside of our own and like visited people or whatever and met some of their colleagues from other stations, they're always like, oh my God, look at you have a great voice.
Yeah,
Every
they
single
always
person.
know.
Always do it. Every
You
time we go
have a
somewhere.
radio voice.
Oh, Evelyn, your voice is great. You do have a radio voice.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah, I've been
funny.
doing it for 20 years, guy.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, but you guys should hear me when I have a man's voice.
It's so awesome, though, that you've been able to do it for so long at the same place. But besides, let's go back to bullying.
Yes. Okay. So, but my point on that is that there is that adversity that can be catapulted into a good, positive thing.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
In the long run, you just have to, as parents, this is the hard part. This is us trying to figure out what's right and what's not. What is teasing? What is okay? What's the right amount of adversity that these kids need? As opposed to, no, I don't feel like they're safe anymore. I'm not going to allow that. Let's change up our whole educational plan.
Yeah, no, I understand.
And that's where I was. Honestly, I don't know if you weren't there.
I was not there at all.
I was there.
I was a totally different aspect.
And I think, and this is, I'm not dissing you at all on this, but you've only been home, working from home the last few months.
Yeah.
I was sitting here
for 2 years,
for 2 straight years with our son.
I know.
Struggling because he was having such a hard time at school. And it wasn't just education. It was a little mix of everything. And I would sit here with him in tears because he didn't have that individualized plan for himself. And every parent needs to know that they can be empowered, that if they feel like that situation isn't the right situation, whether it be bullying or just the wrong education plan or environment or whatever, or influence that they shouldn't be around, they need to know as parents, you have the power.
I didn't know there were options.
I don't think either one of us did until we started doing really, really a lot of research.
We did a lot of research.
Man, we were everywhere trying to figure out. I mean, I wish we would have figured this out in the summer so they could have started, this program for the new school year. But we only missed about a month and a half, so I'm not that upset about it.
Our kids are chameleons. They always adapt really well to situations, and if they're nervous, they come back to us and they tell us, but they're not nervous very often. So they're clinging to this very well.
And I mean, but here is proof, and this is almost broke my heart the other day, what Aiden said to you. It was Friday morning, and Aiden was going to his very first day of his new charter school. Again, he goes Monday, Wednesday, Friday, both he and his sister. Tuesdays and Thursdays are their homeschool days. He's going for his very first day of school, and he tells Chris in the car, I don't think anybody at my old school will miss me. That is heartbreaking. That made me want to cry. See, there's so many things that you don't know are happening at school. He hid all of that.
Yeah.
He hid that feeling. He told me the day prior on Thursday that he had a great day at school. His last day of school was great. And I said, why? He said, I had a lot of attention. Everybody was talking to me. My teacher made an announcement about how I'm leaving school because I'm going to be pursuing acting a little bit more. And everyone suddenly cared. And they all looked at me and they all were like, what shows? And da-da-da. And they all wanted to know everything. So cool. Here's a kid who had told his friends.
Yeah.
And stuff. Oh, yeah, I got to do a show. No one believed him. Nobody said, because, he had a couple good friends. I'm not saying he didn't have good friends.
Oh, yeah, he has a handful.
But they just didn't look at Aiden the same way. And again, he was a little picked on and stuff.
Well, we know that when we posted online, like we did for the most recent one that we were told Aiden was on, people will start, his friends are going to be like, oh my God, he
really was going to be in something. Yeah. So it just tripped me out. And I knew with my whole heart on Friday, when you told me he said that to you, I'm like, this was the right decision. Because how dare us not know he felt that way, that no one would care if he wasn't at school.
I've been to the school a couple times in the morning to take them to school or whatever. Like in the beginning of this year, I was there to take them and he just went to his line, sat down and pulled out a book and read.
Didn't have a place to feel like where he could go and play. And that's what I'm saying. That's heartbreaking.
I know.
Right now.
Because he won't tell us. He sits there and he
takes it.
He's like, I'll just do it. This is what my parents told me to go. I'll do it.
That's what I'm saying. He's so easygoing about that. So when this whole new opportunity came to be and it was so easily accepted by both of the kids.
Yeah. Even more than Cassie, I think. Actually.
Yeah, it was crazy. I couldn't even believe. And Cassie's the social butterfly. She was like, yep, I'm ready for change. I'm like, what?
Yep.
Are you serious? And she's just like, yeah, I want to go where Aiden's going to go.
She's in dance mode though because she's got dance 4
every day of the week. 13 hours a week.
And then when competition starts, so she's enjoying the fact that she gets to sleep in a little bit longer on Tuesdays, Thursdays.
And her body rests a little bit more.
She's not as sore.
Poor thing. She is hustling a lot. And that's her choice, by the way. We don't push that.
She makes me tired when she walks through the house on her hands and feet.
Yeah, we can't hold that girl back. Yeah, she's crazy, but I love
StopBullying.gov is a website you can go to for more information on anti-bullying. And
I know locally we have the Anti-Bullying Institute as well. I'm actually going to be going to an event for them tomorrow.
Awesome.
Tomorrow, and I'm really excited about this because
tomorrow being Thursday the 24th.
Yeah, Thursday the 20th. I'm sorry, well it's not going to matter because it's not open to the public.
Yeah,
but
it's probably today.
The event is actually at Landmark Middle School.
Oh yeah,
where the young boy Diego died a few weeks ago, about a month now, and it's a whole kindness event. So I'm really excited to be there with the kids and with the radio station and show them that we care about them because it's been heavy on my heart. And I'm not lying when I say that situation at that school was the straw that broke the camel's back in my mind.
Yeah. Well, I was totally on the other side of our kids learn differently.
Yeah, there wasn't a lack of reason to pull them out of school.
And I just thought it'd give us more flexibility to have our type of lifestyle with the opportunities that you get with your jobs and sometimes the opportunity I get with my jobs. So, if we don't have to worry about attendance, sometimes it does help us grow as a family and makes our kids experience things that are cool. So that's the angle I was coming from.
That was the dad angle.
That was my angle of this.
For sure. Yeah. That wasn't mine.
But then again, I moved schools 100 times and I went to public school my whole life, just like you. But I saw different aspects, so it was just different for me.
Right.
Me changing school, no big deal, whatever.
And I had obviously the same reasoning behind what you're feeling about the educational plan. Yes, he needs our kids need a different plan. I'm not lying when that heavy on my heart was the bullying situation.
Yep.
Big time. For our son, yes, that was it, 100%. I could not handle the thought of my son going to middle school. I just couldn't. I was like, nope, he's not going to middle school. If he goes back for high school, we'll talk about that.
He'll be tall then.
Stop saying that because you don't know anything. And if he's not tall, it's okay.
That's fine, yeah. I love
He's gonna be my size. He's gonna be my he'll grow 1 year. 1 year he's gonna grow. You keep putting that in his head, and if he doesn't, he's gonna be heartbroken.
It is 1:43 on October 23rd, 2019. Quote me.
He's gonna grow in 1 year.
Before he goes into 8th grade, he'll have grown at least a foot.
Okay, but not 7th grade.
I don't know. I said somewhere around 7th grade-ish earlier.
He's going to grow. I'm not worried about it. But
my story.
He's not going to grow as fast as you think.
Bet you $1 million.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, well, okay. Go ahead, take out that loan.
I'll bet you this bug bite on my leg that's really bugging me. Oh my God,
gross.
I was telling Evelyn earlier that you just never know what people are going through. And I remember doing doing DJ work overnights on radio stations. Man, you get some randos calling.
Oh yeah.
And sometimes they just needed an ear to talk to or listen to. And back then there wasn't social media like
there was no
MySpace.
Texting, and there was no DMing people.
No, you had a sidekick that you could probably text someone if you were lucky. Or next to
if you were rich,
but I would have people call all the time at night, and I would just talk to them for 5-10 minutes because I was not occupied doing anything else.
That. I
Cart
was the same
CDs,
person.
and then you don't know what that person was feeling, if they had got dumped that night, or
maybe they just needed to talk to somebody to drive their way home and not
fall asleep.
Yeah,
exactly. So you never know what somebody's going to be doing in their brain.
Yeah.
So just treat somebody like a human, and if you educate yourself about it.
Be kind.
Yeah, that's it. And rewind. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Thisisfunner.com is the website to go to find my other podcast. I do with my friend Eric, or Evelyn's podcast, Get Buzz, which she's going to be picking up soon with Garrison King over at KGGI.
Hopefully, if we find some time to pick it back up. There are 12 episodes that you can get caught up on if you'd like to.
There's some Game of Thrones fun stuff in there when we were doing the Deadpool. That was really fun.
And you'll learn a lot about me.
Yep. Of course. And then check out theboyaiden.com, and that's it. Thank you guys for listening. Rate, review, subscribe. We love you.
Yeah, be kind to people.
Yeah. And rewind.
There's no rewind anymore. Only on the podcast.
Conversate with us. Conversate with us.
Thank you for listening to Conversate with Us.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.